여러분 안녕하세요. 오늘은 고양이의 봄에 대해서 한번 연습해 보도록 하겠습니다. My Foreign Friends. This song is touching nostalgia of all Koreans. This song is about hometown. Everybody has hometown, right? And Lee Won-soo, poet Lee Won-soo, wrote this song some time ago. I uploaded a song about thinking about Big Brother, written by Choi Soon-ae. When Korea was colonized by Japan, they were just a middle school student. And when this lady, Mrs. Choi Soon-ae, when she was only 12 years old, she sent her poem to one magazine for children. The title is also Children, established by Mr. Bang Jong-hwan. And Mr. Lee Won-soo, he was middle school student. He also sent a poem about hometown. And they came to know each other through the poems, and they began to communicate for years. One day, Mr. Lee Won-soo sent a letter to Choi Soon-ae. How about meeting face to face? They promised to meet at one train station. At that time, they didn't have any KakaoTalk or phone, and they just promised that Choi Soon-ae would wear a scarf on her neck. But soon before they came to meet each other, Mr. Lee Won-soo was arrested by the police. Anyhow, they were into each other. They promised to get married. But the problem is, Choi Soon-ae grew up in rich family. Mr. Lee Won-soo, he grew up in a very poor family. And Choi Soon-ae's parents severely opposed their marriage. But as I told you, Mr. Choi Young-ju, Choi Soon-ae's big brother, he supported their marriage. And this song is written by Mr. Lee Won-soo. This song reminds us the emotion of the freedom fighters. Innumerable freedom fighters during the colonization, they had to leave their hometown, leaving their wife and children, and they had to dedicate their life for the freedom of Korea from Japan. They always missed their hometown. Under the colonized situation, many writers and poets, they try to keep Korean beautiful language. This was made in 1926. The background is his hometown, Changwon. Today, Changwon is very famous for industrial place, but his hometown still has kind of, village scenery. And the song was made by Hong Nampa, Mr. Nampa Hong. He was born 1898 until 1941, before independence. He died of serious, disease and tuberculosis. Germs attacked his brain. He was a songwriter and pianist and conductor. His father, Mr. Hong Juni, he was very excellent about traditional Korean music. He gave his sons special name Kumpa, Nampa, a real musical name as children. His youngest brother, Min-hoo, after Korea was independent, he started his pharmacy, and he was helping the poor people. When the poor people came to his pharmacy, he did not take any money. But even though he was prescribing, he would say to people, just, it's not good to take medicines. His story is very famous. He was a pharmacist, but he would tell people, don't try to take medicine as possible as you can, right? His father wanted him to be a doctor, so he entered medical school, Severance Medical School, but he could not give up the music, and after 1 year, he quit. Actually, he wrote the other famous song also, The Flower, Touch Me Not. 울 밑에선 봉선아야 내 모습이 처량하다. The flower, touch me not, standing under the fence. You look so sad and miserable. It means like this. It is about Korean situation under the colonization of Japan. So one famous soprano singer, her name was Chun E Kim, she would sing this song on the stages many times. Every time she had to be imprisoned. When he was studying at USA, he joined Hungsadan, the organization for Korea's freedom, established by An Chang-ho. He is a mentor of all Koreans at that time. He was good at philosophy, and he was educating the youngsters for the future of the independent Korea. After he came back to Korea, he became a professor, but he had to be imprisoned. Seodaemun Prison, West Gate in Seoul. This is very notorious for imprisoning the freedom fighters. My great-grandfather also was freedom fighter. After he was imprisoned for 3 years in the prison, even though he was discharged, he had to suffer from so many kinds of disease, and finally he had to pass away at his age of 40-something. And he left one son and one daughter. That son was my grandfather. Usually at that time, Koreans had many children, right? That was a very special case. And my grandfather's life influenced my grandfather also. So when I was a child, I had to watch my grandfather look so sad and lonely. When he was sober, he never talked. But when he was drunken, he began to talk and sing, and he was really shy guy, maybe losing his father very early. His mother was a little slow, and it influenced my grandfather's life. Because he and other scholars would be threatened so much by Japanese authority and police. Just after his long life as freedom fighter, he just yielded into their power. That is a scar in his life. This is the song. Let me explain it to you. 나의, my, 살던, living, 고향은, hometown, 꽃 is flower, 피는, flowers blooming, 산골, village. 복숭아, peach, 꽃, flower, 살구, almond, Korean almond, 꽃, flowers, 아기, baby, 진달래, azalea. In the spring, you can see all mountains of Korea are covered with these azalea flowers. You can imagine, all pink color. So when I was a child, as primary school student, I was living in deep mountain village. So for lunchtime, me and my friends would go up to the hill behind our school building, and we were plucking these azalea flowers. Actually, azalea flowers are edible, and we would eat the pink flowers. If you eat those flowers, your lips turn into, how can I say, violet color, a little sweet. And Koreans are making rice cake. Upon the rice cake, we are putting these kinds of flowers, azalea. So azalea reminds us our hometown in Korea. 울긋불긋, red and pink. 꽃, flowers, 대골, palace. 자리인, decorated, 동네, village. 그 속에서 there, 놀던, playing, 때가 days, 그립습니다. 나의 살던 고향은 꽃 피는 산골, 복숭아꽃, 살구꽃, 아기 진달래, 울긋불긋 꽃대골, 잘 익은 동네, 그 속에서 놀던 때가 그립습니다. When I was living in India, one day we had a big function entitled World Camp in Pune, very big city. Just after all event was over, we were standing in the lobby of one hotel, and the choir was about to leave. Without any orchestra, they suddenly began to sing this song. And in this case, all missionaries, especially missionaries' wives, just, automatically tears are flowing down from their eyes. I was standing in front line, and I was so much embarrassed. I never expected to weep like that. So I was hiding myself and behind line. And this song instincts, touches Koreans, basic emotion. And 2015, maybe, I was in Lesotho, small kingdom in South Africa. And just, small event, one soprano began to sing this song. Just beside me, there was one junior. She was staying in Botswana. Usual time, I have never saw her weeping or crying. Very stout woman. And as soon as she heard this song, she began to sing. She began to cry. And at that time, it was September or October. Very impressive thing is, Lesotho is exactly opposite from Korea about season. Every house has peach flower blooming. It was wonderful. And the soprano began to sing this song. Next part, the second part. 꽃동네, 꽃동네, 새동네, 나의 옛 고향. 꽃, flower, 동네, village. 새동네, new village. 나의, my, 옛 고향. 파란, green, 들, field. 남쪽에서, from the south. 바람이, wind, 불면, blows. If the wind blows. This part also reminds me of my hometown. Now, every spring, you can see the change of the field. From the south, the warm winds begin to blow. And especially this song reminds me of my own hometown. 꽃동네 새동네 나의 옛 고향 파란들 남쪽에서 바람이 불면 내가의 수양버들 춤추는 동네 그 속에서 놀던 때가 그립습니다. 내가의 riverside 수양버들 willow. Every river can see the birds, the sprouts of the willow and new green leaves. And the willows begin to dance by the wind, right? 그 속에서 there, 놀던, playing, 때가 days, 그립습니다. I miss. Okay? We can sing this song again. 나의 살던 고향은 꽃 피는 산골 복숭아꽃 살구고 아기 진달래 울긋불긋 꽃대걸 잘 익은 동네 그 속에서 놀던 때가 그립습니다. 꽃동네 새동네 나의 옛 고향 바람들 남쪽에서 바람이 불면 내가의 수양버들 춤추는 동네 그 속에서 놀던 때가 그립습니다. Okay? So you can practice this song and you can enjoy and you can learn Korean's emotion. If you sing this song, all Koreans will be happy, right? Thank you very much.